Hey everybody, welcome back to Empyrion. Work continues on the ship, so let's get to it. I've got a lot of materials here in the left-hand side, the quick bar, and I've been putting a few finishing touches on here. You can see I kind of did these angle blocks, the arms are back here. This is actually a thruster facing down. Finished those up, got left, right, and the one I was missing I put up front there, so we've got those four. And so let's start there actually. We're talking thrusters, let's talk thrusters. I've got the large one here that we need to get placed. So there we go. I was kind of thinking we would just go right off the back of this thing. I think that'll work. We could actually stack it right here. Let's do that. So there we go. We have thrusters in all directions right now. That's cool. The RCS. Now oxygen is kind of a thing, right? Sorta, kinda. and I've actually thought about this a little bit. I thought, you know what, I need to do something different. I have a hard time trying to get to the oxygen. Previously Joe told us that, well, you know, you gotta be lined up with it pretty well. I've still had some difficulties thinking I'm lined up. It just won't do it even though I'm low. I actually died recently because I could not get the oxygen to go. I would hop out, try to change the elevation of the vehicle, all over the place it died. Super frustrating. So I thought about that. I was like, what am I gonna do? How am I gonna do this? And I think I got it figured out. We're gonna go ahead and put two tanks here, I think. I can't remember if they had to actually touch the thing. I don't think they do. And then we'll put this guy. Oh, I forgot how huge it is. It's so big. Let's see. Something like here. Why are you not? Are you wigging out here? I don't want you to be that low. Maybe it doesn't like being... There we go. It's like maybe it doesn't want to be upside down. Yeah, there we go. So I'm kind of thinking something like this. I know it's a little off center. It's kind of weird, right? But what I was thinking was that I could put this here, then I could put a block down here, and then a ramp block up to it, so I could just kind of like step up against it. I don't know. I think that might be kind of cool. I guess I could put it here. Yeah, let's do that. Obviously I can't access the fuel from this side. I'll always have to refuel from the other side, but that's okay. That couldn't possibly be problematic. I'll never be in a rush to leave, right, when I'm out of power. It'll never happen. So let's see, I'm kind of thinking, like I said, about doing something like this, and then getting these guys here. Let's check my rotation skills here. So terrible, so terrible. No, no, no. Okay, well, I'm not sure this is going to work out as expected. I'm realizing that this is going to step me right up to the level of that, which is too low. Yeah, I didn't think about that, did I? Well, let's see. I can actually take these out. Maybe it being one up is good. As long as the ship is powered off, I should be able to just kind of land there. So let's see. That's the wrong way. We take these guys out. No, Weem, what are you doing? It's like, why isn't that working? Because you're not using the right tool. So anyway, I'm kind of thinking we could take this out. It's going to take both of these out, I guess. What a waste. No, that's okay. So anyway, cool. That'll be one up. Hopefully that'll work out better. Does that look right? I don't know if that looks right. I feel like we have to be up a little bit. Oh, this thing just does not line up well. But anyway, we'll play with that. We've got the oxygen in and the station in. That's great. Let's see. We do have lights. Yes, lights we need to put on here. So let's do this. We got one. And I made four. I thought I would just kind of do one in each direction. And we got this gap down here. I thought it would kind of work well for. Let's see. Do that. That way when I land and kind of get out and it's dark, I have lights kind of going in every direction. I can kind of see what I'm doing. And then we'll do one off the back, probably up high. Something like that. Excellent. Okay, now we got the landing gear. We obviously can't, at least I don't think we can kind of reach under there or anything. No. We got to get this thing off the ground. Let's see, I think I have power on me. Oh, really? Come on, Weem. I'm always carrying power. Apparently not this time. So we're going to grab some of that. I'm trying to kind of think of myself here if I've got everything I need. We'll put some oxygen in there. Just enough to get this thing off the ground initially. Okay, I've got to reach into here. Let's do 3 for now. Cool. Let's jump in here really quick. Okay, there we go. We have power. Check that out. We can lift up. Yep. Can we go back down? Oh no. Oh no, you guys. Oh, we can turn the power. Oh, I jumped out. Oh man. So we need a thruster facing up so we can kind of let ourselves go back down to the ground. But it is powered. It is working. That's very cool. Let's see. Let's see if we can get a thruster right now. I don't know if I have the necessary components to get another one going. Oh, I thought that was it. I was like, yes, I do, right off the bat. One motor and a number of pipes. Oh, the motor's there. That's cool. Throw in some pipes. Whoops, we're in the right screen. Except I forgot how many. 5 pipes. Let's do that. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We may already have like 1 or 2 or something. Or not. Okay, cool. We're gonna get that thruster. I think we're just about there. We'll be able to get this thing just off the ground. I can hop out, you know, throw the landing gear on. I think that'll be cool. Definitely be cool. We need 5 metal components. Then we'll be set. 2, 4, 6. Okay, cool. So let's see. We'll hover this. We'll get the landing gear on, and then, well, we might just go to space. Might need to go out there and see what that's like. We have to make sure we have enough fuel and everything. Just kind of do that really quick, but I think that would be cool. Let's check here. There is the deal. Okay, so what we're going to do is we're going to just grab some more stuff. We're going to grab a bit more power. I'm going to be able to keep some of that on me. Oh, look at that. I damaged things a bit in that landing. That was not a good landing beam. Okay, we can kind of, that's okay. We can do this. We can do this. We've got the repair gun. We just right click here. It's fine. Make it all good, like it never happened. Okay. Is that all that got damaged for these? In the back? Looks like it. Okay, let's see about that thruster. Get up there. Let's see. Thruster. Okay, so, oh, perfect. I was like, where am I going to put this guy? Right there. Yeah, that'll work. Alright, let's try it again. Let's see how it goes this time. We'll just lightly go up. Just a little bit. And then, yep, C brings us back down. That just keeps us hovering. Check that out. So now we should be able to do this. Maybe a little higher, Weem? May need to go a little bit higher. Something like this. So we could jetpack jump up to here, so. Cool. Landing gear. Oh, you know what? The landing gear is going to mean that that's even higher off the ground. So maybe I will need those ramps after all. Herm. Okay, let's see. We can rotate these, right? Oh, it kind of hangs off the front a bit there. I could do it here, but I don't know. I almost want to put a block there and move this up. I think I will do that, actually. And I think that's a good enough spot for these guys. Excellent. Excellent. So we just need one whole block. Although, maybe I'll make 2. Let's see. 2, 3, 4. We'll just fill that whole compartment underneath the cockpit. Maybe help protect that a bit. Looks like we could only do 3. Probably ran out of metal plates. I'm not going to worry about that, though. We'll deal with that later. Ugh. We do need to harvest those plants, too. Okay, so yeah, we're just going to do this 2 down the center there. That'll work. And then I need to see this from the side. Yeah, I think, like, right there. Oh, yes. Check that out. Our first ship. We are good to go. Looks like I can reach here. Put this back down. Excellent. Now, because we have that thruster on top, it actually stops us pretty quickly when we let off there. But there we go. What do we have? We have 74 minutes of power. So we've got plenty there. We can actually back out here. Let's see. I think I can scroll wheel this back. There you go. There you go. That's us hovering. Now we're definitely going to want to get a weapon on here. I think that is the next order of business. other than, of course, leaving the atmosphere. So let's do that. Are we ready for this? Let's do it. We're just going to go ahead and jet straight up here, somewhat straight up, and try to break through the atmosphere. Now, again, we're not going to go far. Joe mentioned that we should kind of get a gun and get used to, this kind of aerial combat here on the planet, kill some drones and stuff, get a little bit used to the controls before we go out here. Again, to quote him, he said, "Trust me, you'll need the experience." So, yeah. We definitely want to try and get used to things a little bit. Now, if you were really quick, you may have noticed on the left side you could see the wall I mentioned earlier. It's kind of a hex wall of the planet there, or kind of outer limits. But check it out. There we go. Oh, you can see from out here in space, you can see it's actually a dome. Interesting. Okay. I thought it was just a straight wall, but it's not. There's our lake. We are falling back into the atmosphere. Let me back up here. You can see we're backing up. So our base is somewhere, actually right across the lake, right over there. So there you go. Now we could jet over to other planets. There's the fiery planet. I don't know the names of these. We do have asteroids here. I think we're falling back into our planet. We'll just go ahead and let's just go ahead and do that. We'll drift back in, but we will back this out. So we've got that planet again. I don't know the names. We got moons and everything. The asteroids have a resource that we do need to collect if we want to make the larger vessels. There's things we need from all of the planets, really. So we're gonna have to get on that there. All right, burning up, coming back in here. You can see some of those towers out there. We're gonna go visit those and contend with them at some point. But cool, check that out. We did it. You can see our base over here, lakeside. Let's just go ahead and try to bring this in for a landing. Now, I've only flown these ships in creative mode, and when they fall from the, through the atmosphere onto the planet, because I ran out of power when it happened. Let's be honest, I ran out of power, and I fell to the planet all the way down to the surface, and it didn't seem to do any damage in creative mode. Now, obviously, we landed hard and did some damage, so I'm assuming if we really fell from the atmosphere all the way down, it would probably mess the ship up pretty bad, but we're not going to do that. If that happens by accident, then it happens, but that's okay. So let's fly over here. I'm going to do just a quick, we'll do a little barrel roll. We've got the escape pod is actually over here. There it is. You can see the marker for it. We can fly this thing upside down. I think the controls are pretty easy. It's definitely pretty easy. Now aiming, obviously combat's a little bit different, so we're going to get some practice in there. But there you go. This is a whole lot faster. This means of movement here, much faster. So this is going to make gathering resources around here a lot easier as well, and obviously we'll be able to get off planet and gather some of those other resources. But you guys, I am very excited, so excited to have this ship. We are much more mobile now. Okay, we're going to try and bring this in for a landing here. Should be pretty straightforward. We know we've got this flattened out area over here somewhere. Let's see. Can I not leave that over there? I guess not. I can hold the Alt key though. Oh, makes it a little harder to control. Let's get in there. Okay, let's lower this down. Whoa, not so fast, Weem. Back it up on the ground. There you go. Kill the power. Hop out. Excellent. So cool. So I think the next order of business, let me think about that. I was thinking it was going to be guns, some kind of weapon on there, and then we could go fight a drone. I think that would be cool. We're going to definitely have to look into that. Now, I've looked at some of the guns, I looked at the ammo, some of it's not really clear to me, so I may end up looking some things up online. I keep wanting to hit T to open the doors, and that doesn't like that. Let's jump in here really quick. If we go to the weapon spots, you can see if we scroll down green, we've got a number of different weapons we can use here. We've got the pulse laser. I kind of like the idea of this because I'm assuming, my assumption is that you wouldn't necessarily run out of ammo, but I don't know if that draws power or something. So anyway, that's something to consider. I did kill a drone, and we did pick up these rockets, 120mm rockets. The problem for me is that we've got 135mm rockets as well, so it's kind of two different rockets, and as far as I could tell, I'm looking at this, I don't see it telling me what kind of ammo it uses. So, I don't want to make one and then not have the ammo for it, although looking at that, I guess it doesn't take much to make these. The plasma cannons I do, those advanced CPUs, we go through a number of resources to do that. So anyway, I don't know, maybe we just go ahead and make the there's two rocket launchers here. I guess we could just make one and see if our ammo works for it, and if it doesn't, then we just make the other one. I guess that's probably the way to go. So what I'm going to do is, I think I'm going to queue up these materials, a couple motors, electronics, and metal components, and we'll see how that goes. Okay, I think we're set. Well, as far as I know anyway, I've got the gun here ready to be put down, and I also have the ammo on me that we're hoping works. And then I also made a storage box because I'm not really sure about the ammo. It's like, does it go into the gun itself? I don't really know. So let's see, we're gonna try and put this, I think, right here. It's gonna be a little off-centered. There you go, I'm gonna try to access it. Nope, you can't access it or anything. I probably should just put the storage guy on here anyway, just so we have a place to put things. Something like that. Okay, now let's jump in here really quick. Now there you go. So you can see in the number 1 slot we've got the gun. In creative mode, I played that a little bit. I noticed that for all the guns on there, they had basically a numbered kind of hotkey for it. Now what's interesting is we've obviously added more to the ship, and I notice when I hover now, it's actually coming back down, so it must take in the mass into consideration, which is cool. I wasn't sure that it did. So let's switch to this guy. It does say ammo 5, so it must use what we have in our inventory. We've got 8, so we're just going to go ahead and fire one of these guys off. Boom! Look at that, that went way out there. Okay, and actually, you know what? We have 8 here. Interesting, we still have 8. Ammo 5. Fire another one off, and another one. Let's just keep going. Still says ammo 5. Let's say 135mm rocket now that we're in here. So these, it's definitely not from this. That's interesting. And it keeps saying 5, so I don't know if it's going to run out or if it never runs out. I am not sure, but that's cool. We're not going to question it. Don't question it, Ween. We're just going to go ahead and... Actually, you know, I was going to say we're going to put this back down, but you know what? Let's go do this. Look at these guys here. We need to test this on them. Okay. Is it hurting them? I can't really tell. Yeah, it is. They die and they just kind of slump down. I'll just keep going here. Keep firing into the crowd. This is going to be a whole lot of meat, isn't it? This is probably a good thing for us. With the refrigerator going and everything. That guy ran off, that's fine. We'll let him run. Still movement here. This is pretty cool. I like this gun. Especially one that does not use ammo. Can't go wrong. Okay, so he's dead. Is everything dead here? No? Not quite. Okay, I'm going to go ahead and fire through this and collect all this meat. Alright, we have all kinds of meat now. Let's jump into the fridge. There you go, you can see we have quite a bit. Now I did experiment with getting oxygen as well. I was a little low, not too low, and landed the ship. And I was able to stand next to it. It seemed a little high, the oxygen tank did, but it was just fine. I totally got my oxygen. So we are all set. I've got it out there, powered off for now. Just threw all the meat in. Actually, you know what? Let's kind of check into this. So we've got 4 here. I had 1 piece of meat and I made ribs with it, and that was cool. But let's go ahead and put this in here and take a peek. So we could make a grilled steak. That's a thing we could make. We could also make the ribs. I think they're all the same here. 10, 110, 25, 20. Yeah. Perish time. The salami lasts a long time. That's good to know. And other than that, that looks like all we can do with the steak for now. So maybe sausage is the way to go. It helps a little less with stamina, I see. But I think that's fine. I think the perishable time is definitely more important. And it's still 1-to-1 meat, so that's cool. 1-to-1. So let's do 1, 2, 3. I guess... Well, it's fine. We'll queue up more than there are. That will get made, which we can then throw in the fridge here. Look at all that meat. Very cool. Okay, so let's see. We do have the gun on there, which is excellent. I almost want another one of those things. That's pretty cool. Because we got it on the left, and I noticed I do have to aim, like, you know, slightly off just a little bit to kind of get that aim just right. So I might actually make another one of those, put it on the other side. That could be kind of cool. We could also look at making a different kind of gun. I think that might be kind of cool as well. We've got other options, obviously. Maybe these ones don't take ammo themselves. Maybe we can do the plasma cannon and not have to make ammo for it. That would be kind of cool. Pulse laser. We definitely have to make the advanced CPUs. Let's find those. Flat bluish thing. I remember seeing them. Watch it not be blue. Purpley, whatever. Okay, so there you go. The Restrum ingots, we're going to get those on another planet. So we won't be making those until we make an expedition out. Now, the question is, do we want to go make a base on another planet that we have to gather the materials from, or do we want to just make a run? I feel like we got to go just make a run, gather what we can, and come back. It's probably the best way to go, and not focus so much on trying to make a base. I think I think that's probably the best way to go, is to gather some of these materials, bring them back here, continue to use this as the main base of operations. Maybe we'll expand it a bit. I think we may need to do that. We may need to, you know, I kind of like the idea of making stairs on top and then landing the ship on the roof. That could be kind of cool. But I think we just need some more space to operate. So anyway, I'm going to kind of consider those things. But in the meantime, I think I'll go take care of this food.